Didn't fail. And I haven't run this week, so there's me done for this week.
Right, so that's how you've been. Hang on, we've chopped that, and I'll unmute the stream. We'll start
What?
again. I forgot that we were muted. So we'll start again from the top. How you been doing, lads? And how's your month of running been? Start again, Chris. Fill everyone in. How you been? And what you been up to?
Not too good. Raced against Chris on the Chaser race. Lost. Attempted a sub 38 10k. Failed. And then thought I had COVID. But luckily I didn't. And I haven't run this week because I'm just still not feeling great. But apart from that.
Perfect. Great. Pretty miserable then by the sounds of it.
Yeah, well, it's going to come with my Scrooge that comes out at Christmas anyway.
You're pitting some good times though, mate, despite the lack of great results.
Yeah, well, got to do best you can.
Can't win them all, can you?
And what about you, Dan?
Always blame it on the weather.
Have we done the ultra since our last stream?
Yeah.
Is that right? So
because that was only 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, so did the ultra with Ben. That was good fun. Haven't really done a lot of running since. Just went out for the odd 5k, I think. Not really been too worried about it. Focusing on just getting work finished really in time for Christmas, and then I'll go out this weekend and do a half marathon. So that's 13.1 kilometers. Going to crush that in probably 64 minutes. Which I think. Do you know what's really odd? I was like,
it's got to be a PB, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the stats for a half marathon. I reckon I'm up there with elites. I don't get it. 13.1 kilometers, and I'm looking at my Strava, and it's telling me I can do that in just over an hour, which puts me up with the Olympic dudes. And
I think you're quicker than those, aren't you? Yeah.
Must be.
So, yeah, 13.1k. Can't wait.
Sign him up, Team GB.
Yeah.
And
what about you, Benjamin? Well, how are your shins?
Not a lot. Shins, shockingly bad. So the left one's particularly bad. That's all strapped up and bandaged up as we speak. I'm kind of hoping it's not a stress fracture, but at the end of the day, there's nothing anyone could do for me either way, is there really? They just say, ice it, rest it.
It's your little feet though, isn't it? That's the problem.
What, I'm too top heavy? Is that what you're saying?
No, you just got really, really tiny feet. Because Ben's a size 5 feet.
Like an elf.
Or I think he's actually a size 6 or 7, but he buys child-size shoes because he saves on VAT.
You've got to scrimp and save what you can, mate. It's an expensive time of year.
It is. Yeah, no, I haven't bought many shoes, so that's fine.
Speaking of buying shoes, this will lead nicely into our next topic. If you had unlimited funds and you could get any shoe in the world, and you could have 2 pairs, so you'd have one for road and one for trail, what would you pick? You don't have to own them. You could just pick any pair. So even if you've never used them, never tried them, I want them.
Right, who's going first on this one then? Is that going to be me?
You.
Is that me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I obviously didn't read the question correctly when I first saw it. I just thought it was pick one shoe.
You probably didn't have your glasses on.
Well, it is. I'm getting on a bit now. So I'll answer it 2 ways, right? So if it was unlimited cash, I'd probably go down the next percent route because I think for me that'd probably be better than the Alpha Fly. And trail-wise, I've only ever tried one, so it'd have to be the Wild Horse, Wild Horse 6.
Nice.
Because I haven't got a shoe. But if it was just an everyday shoe, I'd probably go with a Pegasus 37.
You've been enjoying that?
This has been revolutionary compared to my outgoing turbo. Now it's actually put 100 miles in it. It's comfy. Don't feel fatigue. Fantastic shoe that works for me. I know it didn't work for Ben. No, not Ben. Dan.
No, I absolutely hated mine.
But how long did you give it?
How did I give it? I gave it a good couple of runs, but the thing was, it hurt my legs. So after doing a few runs in them, I didn't really feel like I wanted to keep going in them. So that was the reason why I stopped. I could have gone longer, I suppose, but it just was really uncomfortable. So, and plus because I paid for the custom ones, I just was becoming more and more frustrated. So I thought, no, Nike, have them back. Have them back.
Yeah,
and they said gladly.
I suppose when you're paying 120 quid compared to I paid 51 quid in the sale, I suppose it's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, I did get some shoes in the sale though.
You did.
From
What did you get?
Nike. I got some Pegasus 36 shields, which have been wrapped up. They're sitting under the tree. I get them Christmas Day. So all I did was open the box to make sure they fitted, and they do fit, foot, and so they're wrapped up, ready for me to, unwrap and do an unboxing.
Give them a whirl.
Video Christmas Day.
So what's your answer to the actual question, though? You sound like a politician.
Well.
Trail and road. Where would you go?
Trail and road. So basically, I would go Hoka Challenger 6. I just want them, and for road, I might go with those Endorphin Pro ones. That's what they're called. Just because I just fancy.
I hate you.
Just give them a go.
Is it Nick your one?
Yes. Why have you said that?
Because I'm great.
No, that's a good choice. A really good choice.
You'd probably be better off going for roller skates, wouldn't you, Ben, at the moment?
I could get anything, mate, because they do my size in a lot of things. So, yeah.
The Crocs next percent.
But yeah, I was going to pick those purely for the fact that I didn't think you guys would do it. And I thought, I'll pick something that looks really, really good that they ain't going to pick. At least it'll give us another topic. But now you've stolen my thunder a little bit on that one. And also, it's unpredictable. It's not Nike. I thought, every shoe I've owned has been Nike. And I thought, if I want to get something new, high end, it would be that.
It's got to be Nike, though, isn't it? I love Nike. But you're going to show everyone your trail shoes that you got in white. Because that's what you do, isn't it? When you get trail shoes, you get them in white.
I'll whip them out for you. Here they are.
Look at that.
There they are, everybody. So that's what we're going to be wrecking next year.
Well, you hope.
Yeah, if my leg sorts itself out. Yeah, no, it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm telling you, by the mid January at the latest, I reckon I'll be back out at it. I need to be.
A little question in here. Sorry, I'm just going to jump. So I was about to type, and I realised I could just talk.
You could have.
Rayto.
So yeah, the question about have I compared the Torrent 2 to the ATR 6? So I don't own either of those shoes, so I haven't done. I did get the Torrent, the original one, and I got that in the sale for Black Friday sale, £55, which I thought was really decent. Mm-hmm. So they are currently getting wrapped up for Christmas.
What's he doing now?
The elf has risen.
What is that? Is that your candy cane?
That's part of the jumper. I just thought I'd show everyone the kind of festiveness.
Thanks for that, mate. Have you taken your meds today?
So, in answer to that question, before I was interrupted by the elf's cane, is that I guess what I'll be doing initially is comparing the Torrent to the ATR 5, and then when I'm in a position to get hold of the ATR 6, and I mean, you say that you asked Hoka to call me. It's frustrating. I did tweet them quite furiously, just saying, hello, can I have one of your old ATR 5s back at the warehouse? Nothing, not even a like to the tweet. Not a very playful company, I don't think. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. I'll just keep badgering them until I get blocked. That's when you know you're really making some headway.
It's because you've got a popular foot size, mate. If you were me, they'd be like, yeah, we got loads of them left in stock. No one's got that feet that size.
I don't think they do. They don't do them in kid size, though, do they?
Of course they do, mate. They custom make them for me. They want me on their team. Anyway, so yeah, we've done my road shoe. My trail shoe, out of all the things that I want to try at the moment, it's got to be that mountain fly thing. That ACG Nike thing. The boot.
Is that the what? Is that
the carbon plated mountain?
I don't get that. Why do you want a carbon plate in a mountain shoe?
I don't know, but it's expensive and it's Nike. So, it's on brand, and I just want to give it a go. I just want to experience it, see what it's like,
You got all these shoes, you like all show and no go at the moment, don't you?
That's it, yeah. I mean, obviously, people that reviewed that shoe have slated it, but
it just doesn't make sense.
It's each their own. No, it doesn't. But it's each their own. I just want to experience it, Just want to give it a go.
But they're going to fancy as well. UK brand, Innovate.
Yeah.
For the trails, they're supposed to be good. Maybe up on the North Downs way. Innovate shoe, but never tried any on, so I don't really know.
My dad was saying that the other day. We should get some Innovates. What's the no drop the G? Well, they're quite weirdly named, aren't they? They're like microwave names,
G
aren't
drop?
they? The G2405U or something, aren't they? What is it?
Never heard of them.
What, Innovate?
No,
It's the green thing, whatever it is, the green and black job. Oh yeah, is it Terra Ultra G270? That's what I'm thinking of. There we go. Them. Let's pop that up. That's what I'm thinking of.
And Kevin, you're right. They will come crawling on their knees to donate me some of their hokers in the future. When I get myself to 560 subscribers, you watch them.
You'll be living the dream.
Well, yeah, it's up to them. Get in early now, and I might say a couple of things about them. Oh,
you could add that to your
what's
repertoire.
Your search history here? Is there search history? No, okay, just checking.
Oh, I'm flashing off the innovates.
Clear browsing history, quick.
I did that earlier, mate. I'm not going to do it on stream, am I? Come on, I'm not stupid. Not Chris.
No.
Anyway, right, next question. For Christmas, obviously that's coming up soon, if you hadn't noticed. If you had to buy for another runner, if you were thinking of buying me a present, anyone, lads, and you only had £5 to spend, a little stocking filler thing, something that might be useful while they're out running or for recovery or, a little bit of gadget tech, things like that. I don't know, whatever. For a £5, what would it be?
For me, it's got to be novelty socks.
Oh.
Got to be like kind of your Grinch, or even the coloured socks. I'm loving the coloured socks at the moment. Socks that go with the colours on your trainers.
Such a tart.
No, it's a way to do in the winter. I don't wear socks in the summer. Or I wear the little ankle
for £5 though. Running socks are £5. Where are you shopping?
I don't wear running socks. I just wear normal socks.
Oh, it's a scandal, mate.
I've never worn, apart from when I wear ankle socks. I don't wear proper running socks. I just wear normal socks.
Why?
Well, why do you have to wear different socks? I don't get blisters.
Oh, that's why you were so slow in that chaser race. It makes sense.
Yeah, because I was wearing normal socks.
Well, and that works, mate. But
yeah, I've never. If you wanted to wear normal socks to stop blisters, to wear two pairs, and then the two socks rub together rather than rubbing against your foot.
Well, there's a video for you. Maybe you could do like a comparison between regular socks and running socks. You could get yourself a pair for Christmas.
Or maybe it's because I've got really old walrus feet.
Yeah,
and the skin is horrendous because the skin's on my feet.
Elephant's feet.
They're disgusting. You know what I mean? I take my socks off and people are like, ooh.
Just one big callus.
just callus and fungus. Yeah, they're not attractive, my feet.
Yeah. Oh.
But it kind of comes with the territory. Anyway, Dan, what would you
Please
buy?
don't put them on the camera.
£5. I'd probably get a nice white macadamia Cliff Bar and a sachet of my favourite vanilla Tailwind recovery mix.
Gotta get it in there. Gotta get the Tailwind in. You never know who's watching, who's listening. Tailwind.
The face.
That is the face of Tailwind right there. No, that's good. Would that be a £5? How much do they go for a sachet?
I've got some contacts, so you're looking at just shy of the £5 mark.
Per sachet?
No. I can get a sachet of Cliff Bar, remember? With change to spare.
I just have that big bowl of ice cream.
What? Before a race?
The recovery. No, for the recovery afterwards. You saw it last night. It's like a big trough of ice cream, isn't it? That's filled with chocolate.
Disgusting, man. What was that?
There was just vanilla ice cream. I think it had like a Mars bar in there, and then had some other bits just chucked in there.
Did you add it in, or was it already in?
No, added in. So
my lord.
I need to work on my nutrition because at the moment I work on calories. There's many calories in, calories out. That's the way I do it.
You're going to end up getting diabetes or something at your age, eating that kind of stuff.
Well, my main meals are liquidised at the care home.
We know that. That's why you have ice cream, because it's soft.
Yeah, I just take my teeth out. They're glued in at the moment.
Can you imagine if they did just fall out? Oh. Right, anyway, let's get back on topic. So for my £5 thing, I would get, I don't even know the price of these, but they've got to be relatively cheap. So I mean, it's under £5. I would probably go with those space blankets.
What's a space blanket?
Those silver foil things. Because if you're out, that could save someone's life,
What, a bit of tin foil?
Yeah, you get them, don't you? To keep you warm. If you're out, if someone, we were out and
Yeah.
like you broke your leg and you're in the middle of nowhere and you were getting cold or something, you just whip the
Yeah.
space blanket out and you're good to go.
It's probably not going to be the same as that one that Fordy had, that space blanket thing that he had, that coat.
The sleeping bag coat,
Yeah.
super warm or whatever they're called.
There was about 300 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're mad money, mate. They are absolutely ridiculous. So big. See, look, Katie likes
that
the sound
silver
of your
blanket
diet, Chris.
is
No, this is the diet. 'Cause
essential running kit.
it is literally calories in, calories out. That's how life works, isn't it?
Yeah, but yours is excessive amount, mate.
Well, I can't help it. That's what I've got, a sweet tooth.
And the speed and pace you've been running at lately is just appalling. Losing races left, right, and centre.
True. I'm gonna try another one in the tempo next percent. So I reckon that's my secret weapon.
Yeah, I reckon they'll do your job for you there. Well, you've got to do that mile PB, haven't you? Is that what you were going to do?
Yeah. So these babies,
No, they
I'm going to do the mile PB. I went out with them and I was like a gazelle. I think there's a picture of me and I'm about a foot off the ground running in them.
Sheer elegance.
You know what I mean? They're like just living the dream with those, living the dream. So that's my next one. When I'm well enough, because I haven't been for a run in 4 days. So.
See, they definitely get you noticed, don't they? With that
Yeah.
colour as well.
Definitely. Has to be that colour. You got a brighter the better.
Someone in Donny G's video had the alpha flies in that colour, didn't they? I noticed
What?
at the end of his race.
Well, when they're all hugging.
Yeah, that bit. Just around that area of it. Someone had the alpha flies in the mango. If I had the cash, man.
You've got to go for the bright colours. It's got to be the orange.
It's got to be. So what's wrong with the white that I've got?
They're just going to get dirty. They're not flashy enough.
I mean, they're not
What's the
flashy.
point?
They're
You
well
know,
smart, mate.
You got to be all show. It doesn't matter if you're not all go. You just got to be all show.
Is that the edge that you're going with now? Is that your route?
Well, when I used to play football many years ago, when I was in my 20s,
When they used to play with pigskin bladder or whatever it
right?
was.
Yeah. So I was the guy that would turn up, and our kit was kind of a light blue socks. I think it was a checkered blue top with blue shorts. I had matching boots that went with my socks.
Top.
So I looked like I was a really good player. I was shit.
Come on, Forrest.
I was really bad. Literally, I was known as Forrest.
Yeah.
I could run really fast, run a long time. I could cross the ball. I could shoot, but I couldn't do the bit in between.
The actual playing football part.
Yeah, the actual playing bit. So I'd literally kick it and then just run after it. But I was a fantastic defender because I could just run around with someone all game and they wouldn't get the ball.
Just kick him in the shins and that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was a bit all show, no go. I think it's important to be all show.
You've got to have a bit, ain't you? I mean, Dan's always showing all the time, aren't you, mate?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I like to, like I say, when the moment I transitioned from just your average guy to a model, and when I put that in my bio, you know, the kind of DMs that I get off the back of that, the kind of attention that I get, it's allowed me to do absolutely nothing more than I was doing before, actually. Despite the promises from people saying, contact our agency, we think you look great, you're great for our brand.
Yeah.
I've handed over so many card details, just getting nothing back, actually, which is disappointing, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going because, those models,
I must admit,
it's all about drive.
I love your video when you're doing the slow-mo with the leaves, where you kind of go, watch this, and you throw it up and these leaves kind of cascade over you in slow motion, and then you run through the branches. That's quality.
Glorious. I would have loved to have seen you doing that. If I didn't know who you were and you were just running through the trees like that, I'd be like, what the hell is this guy on?
I'm surprised
there was an
you
audience.
didn't take your eye out, though. You literally was just running through the trees, and literally, I'm surprised you didn't lose an eye and do what I did when I run into the washing line.
What?
You must have known that one. Oh, maybe you weren't following me there. So I'm in. So a little bit squeamish. I won't go into too much detail. So we're playing volleyball in the garden during lockdown. So I've got my daughter and my wife the other side. We've got the badminton net up. The ball comes over. I'm whacking it back.
Badminton ball?
Not badminton ball. Like a beach volleyball, that type of thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we're hitting it backwards and forwards, and then it went over to my right. So when I went over to get it, we had a washing line that was the same height, a rotary washing line, the same height as my eye, and it didn't have any plastic covers on. I basically run straight into it and knock myself over.
Well, at least you didn't take your eyes out, mate.
I know. I was quite fortunate, but it was should have had that on camera. That could have been worth 250 quid.
You should have done a video about it afterwards and just anecdotally told us like you just did there.
I did.
Did you see?
Did you?
It got quite a few views. I can't remember what the title was, but it was a little bit of kind of clickbait.
You've been framed.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was. You've got to use a little bit of clickbait, haven't you?
Dan's readjusting the hat because I think
just
you've
doing
just
a
seen
side
Mark's.
parting
You've just seen Mark's comment, haven't you? If you look
Yeah,
at Dan, it doesn't look like he's wearing a Christmas hat, but he's just got white bleached hair.
There we go. I put my front bubble forward.
Oh, you got 3. I thought it was just a 2.
But I've also got the other hat, which I decided not to wear. It's the
Oh
this
my
one.
God, that's pretty special.
But
isn't
it doesn't actually sit properly. So this is kind of just sits kind of back, so you can't see it. So it's quite a nice
what's
one.
What's it say along the white section on the bottom? What's it say there? Oh, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can probably guess what it says.
Yeah, but it kept
It says
blurring
something
out.
about Christmas, doesn't it?
Because of your...
So
Bokeh
anyway,
effect or whatever it is.
before we go into the other questions, I've got another Christmas story for you.
Go on then, hit us with it. Are you ready for this, everyone?
No, did I tell you the Carol story?
No.
Who's Carol?
All right, it's the Carol singing story.
Right.
So basically, I grew up in St Albans, and I would say that at Christmas time we had a lot of Carol pests, as we want to call them. So, no, literally, it literally become December, our door would go 2-3 times a night of people just kind of carol singing, and I was,
that's all right.
but as a kid, you're opening the door and you've got these people singing, and you're just kind of staring at you, singing at you, and you don't know what to do. And it gets quite embarrassing when you're kind of 10, 11, 12.
Well, just shut the door again.
No, well, listen to what my dad did. So I go to the door and open the door, and I see all these people kind of dressed up in their get up, like I know all their fancy kind of oldie worldy clothes, all dressed up, had their hats on, and they started singing. So I open the door and I'm like, oh no, and I kind of panic, run back to my dad, and I go, Dad, there's all carol singers at the door. So he goes, watch this. He opens the door. He goes, excuse me a minute. So he goes and gets a chair out the dining room. He opens the door wide. He sits down. And he sits down and he goes, okay, begin. They start singing to him, right? The whole song. And then they finish the song, they pause. He basically gets up, say, thank you very much, that's very nice, and then just closes the door. As a kid, we were just in stitches. These people were stood at the door for probably a minute in shock. We were in stitches. And after that, we never had any more carol singers, which is weird.
And that's why people you give to charity. That's what I want.
I was going to say, that's probably a double-edged sword there, because you've been nice and listened to the whole song, and you've given them the time of day, but then you've also been incredibly rude by not giving them a donation and shutting the door in their face.
It was funny. They were pests. They would, they would come into our house on a regular basis.
I'm surprised you didn't call rent a kill or something. Yeah, I've got them carol singers on the doorstep again.
I'd actually run out of money by that time. They would literally come to the door and sing. I'd just throw money at them just to get rid of them. Go away. But no,
if they came to your door now, you're making quite a bit of money on YouTube, aren't you? So you could probably donate. Well, if any potential carols are listening,
I'm investing the money back into the shoes for my channel. So I haven't got any to spare.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
And they're not cheap. Although I get them discounted, they're still not cheap.
So they're not cheap, and you buy like 6 pairs at a time.
Yeah. Well, they last me a year. I'm doing 200 mile a month, so I'll go through them quite quickly.
You put 100 miles into them already, and that's more than I would do.
Well, that's more than you do now. Yeah.
I think you put more miles into your feet than I put into my car in a month, which is mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's mad.
Probably, yeah.
That'd be a quick marathon though if I get in the car.
So, Ben, are you just going to put yours as like an ornament that you just put up just to look at?
Shall I hang them up in the background here?
You might as well, because you're not going to get to wear them. You're never going to wear them out, are you?
I'll just put them up. There, look, they've got the handy little pull tab on the back to hook them with.
If you hook them up, you look like a proper YouTuber now. You have them displayed in the background.
I could look like Andy there, couldn't I? I could hang that one there. I could get this one out there and just have that. There we go.
Beautiful.
I'm talking about this one, and I've got that one in the background. So yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there for now. I'm not fiddling around with that. Anyway, next question. Can anyone remember what it was? I sent it earlier, didn't I?
I've written it
Did we
down.
talk about Christmas parties?
No, I had one written down, but I can't actually read the my writing.
Well, you wrote it down.
I know. What is your New Year's resolution?
Yes,
running?
New Year's running resolution. There we go.
That's the one. That's the one.
Go on then.
So mine is going to be to run a marathon. That's my goal for next year.
Have you given up on London? Are
And
you
that's
just going to
26 kilometres, right?
Yeah. So London, I find out beginning of January. I don't know, mid-January.
Is it?
That's when you find out if you get in or not.
Okay.
So I haven't run more than 15 miles, so a marathon would be a kind of stretch and a half. I'm just seeing next he does the 100-mile review. I'm just reading that comment. Yeah, so for me it would be the London Marathon.
Yeah, but what if you don't get into it? Are you still going to just going to go for anything?
I might pick a flat marathon. A flat. It's got to be flat. I don't want to do a hilly one.
Come on, mate.
No, because I would need to get the qualifying time for the next year.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'd have to run, I think, a 3:07.5 to get the qualifying time to get into London next year, and they'd automatically get in then.
So
do the Thames Meander Marathon. Like, you get points for comrades as well, there. That's flat.
I don't know. I'll find one, but I'm going to get in London, so it's not going to be a problem, is it? You need to think positive.
Do you reckon that running guy, the name, would just carry you in?
Yeah, I put it. Actually, I didn't actually put it down, to be honest.
Why not?
Because you have to enter as a person. You can't enter as some sort of fictional character.
Just put it in brackets, isn't it? Chris, that running guy. Just put it in there, isn't it?
No. I only done that when I bought some Ben Parks merchandise.
What, so you could get your little postcard?
So I put Chris, that running guy McEwen, just hoping he might mention me or send me some freebies or do something. But he sent me a nice message to thanks for that, and his cap's great. But I thought I might get a little shout out.
Don't need it, mate, do you, really?
No.
Big enough.
Anyway, time to move on. Next one.
So running resolution for you, Daniel? Go on, fire away.
I think probably dedicate more time to my training for 50 miler. I think realistically I should have done a bit more for my first ultra, so I need to pull my finger out and just dedicate a little bit more time. But at the same time, I kind of want a balance. I want to enjoy it, and there's a fine line, I think, between it being a chore and being enjoyable. So that, as well as getting myself to 1 million subscribers, probably going to get that done in 2021.
Yeah, nice. Well, we got that thing coming up that will help.
Yeah, Ben and I have got a little project working on coming up. So my ultra is in May, and we're working on a little project that's going to be coming up about midway through kind of the space between basically February. I wasn't trying to explain there. Midway between January and May, and I made no sense. So yeah, work a little project. Announcement video coming soon. Yeah, it's all for a good cause. It's going to be good fun, really good fun. But basically, I want to really dedicate myself to the training a little bit more. And because it's North Downs way, I can get out locally and put some work in, and it'd be a familiar route for me.
Chris, you could draw him up a training plan for that, couldn't you? With all your long distance experience.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably do your training plan. Because I've run 15 miles before.
Yes, you could do
Would
that.
Would you be
plan.
buying that training plan from Ben and then just putting that running guy across the top of it in pen?
I did actually buy a Ben Parks training plan to see what it was like.
So did I.
I thought, why not, to see what it's like. And then I found a free one for the half marathon as well. And then I just adapted it slightly for my channel.
Right.
Got to be done.
You're that running guy. That running guy. That's literally.
It's a scandal.
That's a name.
Well,
hey, I should start my channel, That Other Running Guy. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That runner guy, I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to rebrand mine as. Anyway, my what are we talking about now? Resolutions. So my thing is, obviously, with this injury at the moment, it's again, you've stolen my thunder slightly here on this one, Dan. It's just going to be properly training for things. So that was what it was going to be, to make sure that I don't end up in this situation again. Not so much being able to do the distance, because I know I can do it, Like I think I have the mental capacity and ability to get myself over the line regardless what the distance is. It's the physical, the actual legs being able to perform. That was the issue. That's what really let us down. So yeah, I need to focus on physically training for specific things more. And if I'm injured, I need to learn to have a break because...
So I have a question for you, because obviously I've never run an ultra. So I run 50-mile weeks, and if you're doing a marathon, you do 50, 60, 70-mile weeks. If you're training for an ultra, how many miles do you do in a week?
I'm the wrong person to ask, actually, because I spent a lot of my time dedicating it to the long runs that weekend and didn't do so much through the week because I was a little bit nervous. I didn't want to overdo it. I was worried about overtraining, so I was focusing my attention more on the long runs. So I don't really know the answer to that. I'm sure some people in the chat probably be better qualified to give you a rough figure. But it's basically more about time on legs at that point. Yeah. Loads of easy runs, time on legs. So for my 50-mile one, I'm going to be doing probably like a 30-mile run and then on one day and then something the next day. That's what I'm aiming towards as kind of my peak weeks.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go with that. I think you just train for a marathon.
But I've seen some of the ultra runners at the club, and literally they're training at a slower pace, and you have to train yourself to run at your 8:30, 9:30 minute miling. And then I see a lot of them when they come back to the track, they've lost their speed, and it takes them a long while to get that back again.
You don't really need the speed so much.
I did one of my fastest 5K times after training originally for that first ultra before it got postponed. So weirdly, just doing lots of easy miles, my first training block was pretty good. It seemed to work quite well, but then equally, I'm not that quick. So it's not like it's suddenly a 17-minute 5K. It's still over 20 minutes. But I'd spent all my time training between 6 minutes per kilometre and 6:30 per kilometre.
Yeah.
All my easy runs. I don't know. I think it's just aerobically, it's where you need to sort of put most of your attention into, and probably the mental game as well. Because so just looking in the chat,
because your ultra, you did the one in Guildford. But Ben Goddard runs the same club as me, Woking AC, and he won that in something like 4.5 hours. That's just mind blowing, isn't it? And how far was that? How far was that? That was 50k.
It was 40 miles, yeah.
40 miles, and he ran that in 4.5 hours roughly. He was about averaging 7:30 pace or something stupid like that. It might have been quicker than that. That's just
I would
mind
say
blowing,
that
isn't it?
There's probably 2/3 of the course which is flat, but you still have to take into account the uphills. Not only in the first 10, 15k, but that last 5k has a hell of a lot of uphill. So even if you can try and really hit it hard, it's going to punish you at the end if you're not able to keep up that pace. But yeah, I think the guy who won it the year before that did it in 4:17 or quicker, which is faster than my fastest marathon. So yeah, but if you look in the chat, you've got
everyone's just saying about the training there, about it just being about eating. There's an eating challenge as well. That's something good to practice a lot on your long runs.
Maybe I could be really good at that.
You would be fantastic at it. You would eat your way around that ultra.
But the thing is,
problem.
the ice cream would melt though in my backpack though, wouldn't it? I'd probably end up having like a milkshake.
A freeze pack or something, couldn't you? Like a big ice box with you, one in each arm.
It could be like by the end of it would get lighter because it would be like ice cream, wouldn't it? Be like a milkshake.
Perfect.
Maybe that's the way forward.
Yeah.
I could maybe stock up on McDonald's milkshakes.
And just looking at the chat there, what Mark was saying, if you're doing the mountain ultras, looking at vertical gain. So for me, with North Downs Way, there's quite a lot of gain, as you know, like St Martha's, for example, is an example of one of the climbs. So I'd be probably spending a lot of time using that because it's local to me. That would be my kind of training ground, I suppose, for hills.
Is Box Hill in it? Is part of it? It's not, is it? I don't think. Doesn't it go around? Doesn't it go around the edge?
I think it goes. No, you do stepping stones.
Yeah, but that's at the bottom, though, isn't it? I think it goes over that and then round to the left. Does it?
Yeah.
The way we went, but round.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the entire route past that point. But the good thing about it is I know the first half. Would you say half? I know the first half pretty well, which is good for the confidence. And then we're just looking at the comments here as well
Well, no,
about focusing on time on feet, distance, vertical gain, but vertical gain takes precedence if it's a mountain ultra.
Yeah, if you
And some of the road runners, 200 kilometers. The thing is, I personally I would struggle to fit in a huge amount of distance in the week in this period of time in the year. In the summer, different altogether, but in the winter. I think it's going to be quite hard for me to really get a lot of mileage in the week.
You'd have to do double days. That's the only way you'd be able to do it. So kind of morning and evening.
That's
not
pure
cards,
darkness running.
but Retto running 100 miler, that is just like mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what that is in kilometres, Chris?
I haven't got a clue because we're going to get onto that.
Is it 160?
161 kilometres.
No, we're going to get onto that because I had a video go out today and it was all about pacing, and I put it out there, and I work on miles and I work on minute mile, so that's how I work out my pace. And lots of people come back to me like, "Oh, why don't you do it in kilometres?" Well, I don't work in kilometres, so my question to you: do you work in kilometres or do you work in miles? And the thing that I don't understand is that if I run on a track, that's a mile. If I do a road race, that's 5 miles, 10 miles, or 13.1 miles. If I do a marathon, that's 26.2 miles. So why don't most people work in miles rather than kilometres? Because the only people working kilometres in my book are ultra runners. Does that sort of make sense?
I think one of the big things that causes the issue...
Apart from you, Dan, trying to do a half marathon in kilometres.
Yeah, half marathon, 13.1 kilometres.
Yeah.
Marathon, 26.2. So what's the problem? I think what ruins it is couch to 5K, because it's not couch to 3 miles. Mm-hmm. So straight away, your mindset is you work in kilometres.
Yeah, but as a road runner, that most of my races will... Obviously, yes, I will have a 5K and I will have a 10K, but anything more than that will probably be a 10 miles, will be a half marathon, will be a marathon. So all my pacing is based on minute mile pace. But there again, when I learned all that, I was 10, so I was 1994. 1994. Oh my god, that seems a long time ago.
1940 what?
So maybe it's because I'm real old school, and so when I was taught at minute mile pace. And nowadays it's all been changed over, isn't it? They changed pounds, kilograms, and all that got changed around about 2000 and maybe they changed that then. So maybe I need to move over to a minute mile.
Was that when you were getting a tuppence for your pocket money?
Or as Graham says, minute miles because we're in the UK.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say it's imperial and metric, isn't it? So it's for American and But I just use, like I said earlier, I use kilometres purely for the fact that it looks better on Strava. The bigger numbers, it looks like he's running further. It's like 50k. That's mental. But then when you say 30 miles, it doesn't sound as impressive.
So everything you measure in life, do you measure in k?
Yes.
Rather than like centimetres or inches.
But another thing, like when I have it on Strava, so I have my Strava set up for kilometres, but then I have the Garmin Connect on miles, so I never have to like convert anything. It's just like, what do you want to know the info in? I'll just go into that app. So
because the way I work on it, I just work on I'm going to run 50 miles in a week, and some people might see that as, well, what's that in kilometres? I haven't got a clue. So what's that? 90, 85 kilometres? Come on, guys. Kilometres. What's 50 miles in kilometres?
Hang on. Don't worry. I'll Google this. I've got it up here. What was it?
No, yeah.
50 miles in kilometres?
Yeah.
It is. Bear with me. 80.4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you wouldn't say the 0.4, would you? You just sound like an idiot. You just say 80, wouldn't you, really? Or, if you wanted to be macho, you just round it up a bit, innit? Because it's actually 0.4672, so you just say 81, innit? What, like these? Me? Because I don't run anymore. these are a bit heavy, aren't they? Just all the dust that's collected. Nice. What was I to see? Some there. Rato, it ran at 880 yards. Oh,
Is someone on mute?
hang on. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, no, the kind of American one, because I kind of mentioned that. Yeah, it's down on. There we go. The American one where they run around the track and they call their mile 4 laps of a running track. When a mile is 16, which is a mile 1600, and I'm on mute, am I?
No. I think
I could.
I think I knocked it when I was titting about with my shoes here, so don't worry about it. For a second.
Am I back?
Yes,
Am I
everyone's
back on?
back.
Or have they
Everyone's
just
back.
muted
Just
me?
keep
Yes,
talking.
yes.
Just keep talking. Just keep
So
talking.
it looks like Mark's joined in.
Hello.
There we go. So he was just pretending.
Winding everyone up.
So the weather this week, I think it's gonna be raining. I've just got to tell Mark that it's gonna be raining tomorrow. I think around about 10 degrees.
Oh, they say I'm
Mark
still
likes
on
me
mute,
telling the weather.
Ben.
No one's muted.
Why am I still on mute?
You're not on mute. You know what it was? It's where I typed in and enter. My enter key is to mute you. So when I entered that, that's what shut you up. Sorry about that, boys. Anyway,
Am
we're
I
back
still
on.
on mute? People keep saying I'm on mute, Ben.
No, you're not. Are you winding me up now?
I feel left out, Ben.
I can hear you, so yeah, that's all that matters, isn't it? There you go. Actually, so the US is.
Did you say what we were talking about?
So in the US, Reto, they do 4 laps. So is that just a 1600-meter race rather than actually doing a mile? That's what I don't understand. Why would they run 4 laps, 1600 meters, rather than doing 1608, which would be a mile? That's what I don't understand. I'm sure you can answer that one. Oh, we can hear Dan. Dan, you're back again.
Yes, we could hear Dan the whole time. After I unmuted a minute ago. I'll Google on my phone from now on. I'll look everything up here rather than typing.
Yeah.
I'm just used to more professional streams, I think, and it's
Speaking
just
of
caught me off guard, Ben. It's made me feel a little bit uneasy.
Speaking of professional streams, how is Chris getting on? Does anyone know? Have we looked?
Oh, that running guy.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
still
no, not
here.
the better running guy.
Not
Yeah,
the fast one.
The
Not this
one that beat me.
Yeah. How's he getting on? You've got your phone in your hand, now, Dan. Let's have an update.
Just swiping. Hold on.
What, on Tinder? Grinder.
Merry Christmas. 1 second. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's. Oh, tell you what. His chat is popping. Catherine's in both chats. She is all over the place.
Monopolising the chats.
Thanks, Reto, for that.
He's doing great. We've got the update from Catherine as well. Fantastic. Thanks.
She's on both chats at once.
That's good.
So in the chat, has anyone got any questions for any of us?
Yeah. Why do you do everything in miles and not kilometres?
Yeah. So what's the plans for you guys for the rest of the week? Any running?
I'm going to go for a run Friday morning, definitely. And then I'm probably going to go for a run at the weekend, double trouble. And that's it, really. In response to Graham's question there, carbon-plated slippers, hold on there, Graham. Just a second. Just a second.
Have you invented
This is live.
some?
This is in the moment. This is in the moment.
Have you actually invented some?
Feel
Is
like
that what you're doing your part
we're in
time?
for a treat here, everybody. Hold on to your hats.
Dan, the only person you know who run a marathon in this front living room.
These
There
are
they are.
these are the slippers. Okay. What I'm going to be paying for, because I'm in the big money now. If you've seen my recent video, YouTube Stats 2020, available on my channel now. Link in the description box below. I'm actually going to pay the most money I can to get these plated. Okay, and then what I'm
with
going to
real
do?
carbon fibre.
Oh yeah.
That is going to be mad money, mate.
Well, it doesn't matter.
No
Money is
object.
no object. No object at all. And then what I'll do is I'll review them and then send them back. Unless I get endorsed or sponsored by a company, in which case I'll show almost no interest in the product and then show it chuck it behind me.
Is that going to be
Cash
your
in.
new sponsorship of Birkenstocks? I could imagine you as a Birkenstock ambassador.
Do you know? I think I'm more of a sort of a flip flop kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do ASMR flip flop. That sound when it smacks the floor. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? But something
4-hour loop.
Absolutely.
I'd listen to
preview.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. There we go.
When you do that video, are you going to do it like that a cappella style, or are you actually going to record the flip flop noise?
I'm going to do it carpool karaoke style. So in the car, obviously, engine turned off, seatbelt on, safety first. And then I'm just going to freestyle it. I'll probably get some local rappers in. I'm pretty big in the game, actually, locally here. So get my boys down. Social distance, they'll be outside the car. Actually, look at a strange scene.
The poet's
outside the car.
The poet has entered the chat.
Oh, there he is. Donato, what a hero. Here he is. Is he not? You're not streaming today, mate? Oh, no, it's usually Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Donato's. Because everyone is tonight. Everyone's streaming. We need to get as many people streaming as possible.
A little picture here, by the way.
Well,
little picture sent in.
Wanted.
Missing. I can't see the
McFly member.
McFly, okay.
This is from my pal Mark. He's in the chat. By the way,
nice.
Can I do it? 1 second, hold on. I need to try and find this video. So basically what happened was, quite a long time ago, I filmed a What I Eat in a Day video, and Mark edited it the most beautiful way. But I couldn't upload it anywhere because he used the ABBA soundtrack. Oh my God, I found it. Can I show you it? Can I show you it?
Well, yeah.
If you want
to
see
it?
Turn the volume off, otherwise I'll get a strike.
You're not going to get a strike, are you?
No.
Of course I will.
Can I show you it?
Go on then.
You're not monetized, so you won't get a strike. So Dan, how long ago was this?
Last week.
26th of September 2019. I had slightly more hair at that point in time, but Mark did a wonderful job. I just couldn't upload it anywhere because every time I did it, Instagram took it down and flagged it, YouTube flagged it. But it was, yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen that video, which I'm sure you both have because you've been subscribers,
that's magical.
After the event.
What I was trying to find that video I sent you guys of me as kind of not dressed up, but that one where I wish you a happy Christmas.
the one you were dressed up, yeah. Not dressed up. No, it wasn't.
Not dressed up. The one I was and wasn't.
No, the one where I wasn't wearing makeup.
No, do you guys crack on talking? I'm going to find this one because I'm trying to find where it is because I sent it to you guys on WhatsApp.
Prepared. That's good. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it takes time.
See, look, Kevin's saying, look, the YouTube lords will be in touch now. That's going to come up when this video goes live on my channel. I'll have that little bit at the bottom where it says soundtrack. Bee Gees, Staying Alive.
You will.
I'll have that.
It'll be the ABBA family that'll be on your back saying, "Is this content worth approving?"
Not ABBA. It's the Bee Gees.
Oh yeah. Did I say ABBA?
Yeah.
What did I say ABBA before?
You might have. Oh, we'll watch it back.
Wow. Sorry.
I didn't notice it. We probably wouldn't have picked up on it the first time because we didn't know what song it was.
Sorry about that.
So I'm still trying to find this thing that I sent you guys. It was some time ago, wasn't it?
We'll give Donato a little well done for his run the other day.
I know, cracking
time. And I did really enjoy as well. I loved the filming of it, the chesty with the stats as well down the side. I do like that. I'm sort of intrigued by that.
That's too technical for me. I have no idea how that works. Magic.
You have to run it through one of the GoPro apps.
Oh.
So you record it with the GPS switched on your GoPro, and then you run it through one of the GoPro apps, an additional one.
That's good. I suppose it helps if you run as well.
Yeah,
I guess.
Obviously, you do a lot of steps just walking around the school, don't you?
I do. I certainly do.
Should we just clarify that you're allowed to be at that school?
Yes, I do. I am employed by said school.
He doesn't just walk around the
around the perimeter fence.
Just poking his head over the fence.
Speaking of steps, let's Have you not found it yet, mate?
I'm still looking because I sent it to you guys, didn't I, some time ago? But the thing is, my inbox, as I said before, Ben's a bit of a kind of texting pest, and and my inbox.
Is he called Carol? Because you don't like those Carol pests.
Yeah, no. The amount that he sends me is just unreal.
Scandalous, isn't it?
It is. It's as soon as I wake up in the morning, there's a text waiting for me.
That's perfect. It's a great way to start the day, isn't it? Oh, someone's thinking of me.
Who's thinking of you?
Me, I'm thinking of you.
True.
It's nice, isn't it? It's friendly. Anyway, speaking of steps around the school, this week I haven't been running or anything, so in the last 7 days I've done 70 miles. I don't think that's too bad.
It's 70 miles just walking around the school?
Yeah.
So,
in the last 7 days, I don't think that's too bad. Still putting in the
what are you
mileage,
actually doing in that time? Are you just walking, making yourself busy?
I'm just walking around staring at my watch like, oh, let's just keep
Because
going a little bit more.
aren't you supposed to be like fixing stuff and things like that?
I am, mate. I can do anything. Multi-talented.
So you're just wandering around the school?
Run.
Yeah, I can't run at the moment. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping.
Have you found this yet, mate? Do you want me to find it for you?
I'm still scrolling.
Because people like Dan's found that video. When did you get sent that video?
I found it. I found it now. So this needs to go up to here. Are you guys right? So
this is going to get me a copyright strike. Have you got the? You haven't got the sound on.
All right, we'll turn the sound up.
Oh, it's like a Nokia 3210.
Crikey. It's going to come out
snake on that.
Polyphonic.
Actually, shouldn't have said that.
You're all out of focus.
I don't think you could really see that, could you?
I think it's probably in the best interest of everyone watching that they didn't see it.
I think the fact it's blurred makes it look like it's a really risky video that you shouldn't be sharing anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty risky. It's one of those apps that you kind of you do your message on and it changes you to the opposite sex.
Brilliant.
And it's before I used to dye my beard.
You said earlier that you were dressing up.
Oh, no, we don't talk about that on camera.
Slip of the tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't let me dress up anymore in the care home.
So yeah, I mean, it's quite a risky video, isn't it? Really, and it took that long to find that. It wasn't that long ago that we got sent that.
Yeah, I know, but all the messages you've sent me has just kind of been unreal. So yeah, so I'm looking to get back to running tomorrow. Probably be a 10-miler. Because I had the old COVID test this week. So
how was that experience?
On Saturday, I wasn't feeling great. The whole family was.
Oh, hang on.
Was kind of feeling a bit kind of nasally, and our dinner tasted funny as well. So I thought to myself, get myself a COVID test.
Did you cook?
Yeah, was it you?
No, my servant does that. My daughter.
What were you having? Cat food or something? Was that what
it was? I think we had a tiger in curry. They're both tasted really bad. So we got ourselves a COVID test on the Monday, and luckily it came back negative. So
in date.
What the COVID test or the food?
Both.
Yeah. No, it was in date.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
But, so I haven't been feeling great. So hopefully get back to running tomorrow.
Excellent.
Why 10 miles? Why don't you do it in kilometres?
Yeah, why don't you do 16 kilometres or whatever it is?
Because I only work in miles. 16. I can't run in kilometres. I get really confused.
If you go a bit further, that'd be a marathon, wouldn't it?
So when I raced, when Chris beat me and I tried racing him, I had my watch showing the mile pace in miles, but I had the distance in kilometres.
See you later, Donato. Thanks for popping in, mate.
So it was doubly disappointing for you?
Yeah, because I couldn't read it, so I was just running along, and that's why he beat me. You see,
not the fact that you just had a really poor run.
Yeah, I had a poor run as well. I wasn't feeling great.
It's all those failed training plans that you've been doing lately. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, all them failed training plans and then big bowls of ice cream.
It doesn't help. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
I've got a little thing to add in. By the way, if people are looking for a stocking filler, you might consider yourself purchasing one of That Running Guy snapbacks.
Where
can we get one of those exclusive hats modelled by the one and only Benjamin?
I think there's only two left.
Who snapped them up then? You've been selling more, or have you been wearing more? Have you keep getting new ones?
There might be three left because I think I only ordered 5 or 6.
No, 500 or 600.
I think I
What
sold.
you said.
He's got a
I
whole
think I
warehouse
Versus
full of them.
100.
I think I sold 2.
All them boxes piled up behind him, they're just full of caps.
Yeah, I've had to take out a mortgage just for the caps. They're not selling very well, mind.
Yeah, so
But
if
you-
anyone wants to get itself one of these for Christmas or gift it to someone, highly recommend it. Lovely cap.
Maybe it'd just be a prize giveaway, won't it? Just to get rid of them.
To be fair though, mate, you said to me when I got this, it's not a running cap, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
not, but it works.
It does alright. You just need to clean it
does.
occasionally from
It
the
does.
sweat.
Yeah, and it cleans up well.
But to
I've
be
only had to
fair,
wipe it over a couple of times, and it's like it doesn't. You know, sometimes you get like the sweat marks, you get a bit salty
Yeah.
or whatever. Nothing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
yeah, well, it's been alright at the moment, hasn't it? Because you don't do anything.
Don't because they've been running. Yeah. Shut your mouth.
And it's not sunny, so it's
Oh, we got
literally
Chris is
hanging
here.
out.
Chris here from Australia.
Oh, Mr. Furlong, there he is. Hero. Welcome to the show, my friend. Pull up a
Can I
chair.
ask Chris a question
course
about
you can.
Australia? What's the deal with the whole Kylie Minogue, Danny Minogue thing? Like, people have to choose a camp, but what's the deal with that? Is it because Kylie was big time on TV and Danny's just, in the shadows?
She was
I
big
mean-
when she was. What she do? Like a very X Factor, wasn't it? A couple of years ago, she did or something when she was a judge.
She
Yeah.
did? Yeah. I just wondered if it was like people are loyal to one or other Minogue.
I was
Sister.
Danny Minogue growing up.
Well,
Pardon?
Yes.
you look a bit different now.
That was that
Let's
video,
go.
wasn't it? You just showed us.
Yeah, because that's why you don't see me much anymore because I changed. Because Danny Minogue become that running guy. There we go, exclusive. And Carly doesn't talk to me anymore because I changed.
It's like, what is it? What's that show where they go, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be...
Yeah.
That's what he did. Danny
I
Minogue
can't
coming,
remember.
tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be that running guy. And she
What, with
disappeared off into
Matthew
that
Kelly?
smoke. Yeah.
Stars in their eyes.
Yes. It disappeared off into that smoke and then you come out. What?
Yes, that's stars in their eyes. Stars in their eyes. Yeah.
Star Spangled.
There we go, Graham. He loves Kylie in the gold shorts. So that's a thumbs
The
up
thing
for
is,
Kylie.
the problem is with Carly, I still remember her being Charlene in Neighbours. And that just does never ever change for me. So I still see her as
I
Charlene in
missed that,
Neighbours.
see. We're too young for that, I think, aren't we?
I
now?
was too young for that, I'm afraid. So I don't know what you're talking about. But it sounds
Yeah.
good. He had a neighbour called
That was-
Charlene.
Probably on when they were storming the beaches in Normandy, I reckon. That.
No, she was a mechanic. She was actually a mechanic.
All right.
Is that like Flashdance?
So she was a mechanic, and her hair was a bit like Leo Sayer.
What an afro.
It was big. I just remember it being kind of this big kind of hair, and she was always wearing kind of dungarees, mechanic. I can't remember much more than that because they used to go between the two, didn't they? Home and Away and Neighbours.
Mm.
So they'd be on Home
That's
and
not
Away,
as
and
big
then they'd be on
anymore, is it?
Neighbours.
Home and Away.
Is it not still
Over
going?
here. I think it's still going. Yeah, it's not prime time viewing anymore, is it? It used to be on sort of like, didn't it? 4, half 4, 5. Dinner
I used to
time
come
on,
out.
like,
I used to
Channel
come home at lunchtime to watch it from school.
4. What?
Come
I
out at
only-
lunchtime.
Yeah, I was only 100 yards from the school, so I used to
How
literally
far is that in meters? Sorry, kilometers. Sorry, miles.
kilometers. In miles, oh, that's 100. So that's 0.16. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
And what sort of pace did you have to have for that?
Well, this is what I used to do. So we had a dog. We had an old English sheepdog. So basically, I used to get made to walk the dog before I went to school. So I used to walk the dog up to the road, leave the dog outside the school, go in, check into my reception or whatever it was called, then come out and then walk the dog back home.
So they let you go in, register, and then go home again.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
breaking
it was six.
so many
I think it was
safeguarding
about
rules. It's unreal.
5th year or 6th year. So that was kind of allowed. And then if they took too long, the dog would just walk itself home. But the things you do for your pocket money, you know.
So, whose dog was this?
That was our dog. So
your parents
Why are you
let
getting
you...
pocket money?
Yes, we had an old English sheepdog, and one of my chores was to walk it before I went to school. So basically, I was always running late because I like my sleep, and so I used to walk to school 100 meters. Or
Is that why you lost the race? Because you're always running late?
Yeah. So
Hey.
so I used to go in, register, and then walk the dog back home. So just multitasking, getting the job done.
So how did you get back into school after you registered without anyone noticing you?
Because I was only 100 yards, so I just to go home, finish getting ready, slick the hair back, and then go back in.
Slick the hair back. Crikey.
I had really slicked hair. One of them one styles where you slick it back with hairspray.
What were you, one of the T-birds or something?
And then one day, a girl brushed it out, and I know I was handsome.
You were handsome.
Just for an hour. I wasn't handsome. I wasn't but
One of them. One of the three. Right.
Yeah.
That's a great story, mate. Thanks for sharing that with us.
That's right. I like.
Should we do a Christmas cracker joke?
Yeah. Do you want me to do this cracker? I've got this cracker here.
Yeah, it's like a sort of big moment, big peak in this.
You've only got the only cracker.
Is
this the finale?
This is the Christmas cracker. It could be the finale.
This is it. This is the finale.
The big reveal.
I
wonder
got
what we've got.
Right, so Graham, this was the dog. I happen to have a picture here, and yes, I did get a Dulux thing. This is my dog, and can you see this? So this is the dog that I had when I was younger. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's got a Dulux can there.
So you can tell how old the picture is because of the frame and the thing. So this is next to my computer. So the dog's name was Lulu, and I happened to get it to pose up against the can of Dulux.
You can see that,
See that?
It sort of
there we go.
Dips in and out of focus. Hold it there. That's it.
Did you get any sponsorship off the back of it? Any sort of free cans of paint?
No, well, we got given the dog from my family member who got it. Yeah, and it was the mum was actually a pedigree winner, and the dog was
Pedigree
actually
chum.
Yeah, pedigree, whatever that is. A pedigree as in the show.
Yeah, Crufts.
And her name was Lady Luella, her full name. So.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's the dog that used to wait outside the school for me while I used to go and
While
register.
you used to play truant. That one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's good.
So there we go. And she used to decorate and stuff as well. Brilliant dog.
This has turned into an episode of This Is Your Life, isn't it? I should have one of them red books like Parky. Sit here. Here we go. We'll sit down and we'll just read off Chris's experiences. This is when he nearly took his eye out with a rotary washing line.
Yeah.
Here's his dog from when he grew up. The carol singers pestering him at the doorstep.
I've got plenty more stories, but I can't tell you that on camera.
You've got to keep them in the bank.
They're private. They're private ones.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, do you want me to get on with this cracker?
Yeah, pull the cracker.
Should we do some ASMR with the cracker? Will you get the snap? Are we ready? Are you ready for this? Hang on, make sure I get the snap. That'd be a fail, wouldn't it?
Oh, you only just got it. It's pathetic, wasn't it?
That was a nice build up, really.
It's got
anticlimax.
Nice smell. Did I get anything in here?
This would be the worst.
I got a good thing. I didn't see this on the back of the box. Hang on, wait. I've got the hat.
What have you got? Have you got the fish or the frog?
No, there wasn't a fish in there. There was one of them little plastic
Is it
frogs, though.
Nail clippers? Any nail clippers? They're normally there.
Do they still do the frog?
Yeah, they've still got the frog. It's part of that box, but we didn't get it. I got a useful thing, which is quite good, actually. That's not
Did you
pair of shins?
Did you get the expensive ones? Did you steal that off the kids when it was their Christmas dinner?
What, this hat? Oh, cracker?
The cracker.
No, this is the pack we bought for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Right,
So
anyway,
you're one short now.
This is what I got. Look here, a little pen. Look, see, this would be good. You can keep this by the phone, and then when anyone rings, you've got to take a note. That'd be it. Whip that little pen out.
I think Jason Bourne took somebody out with a pen, didn't he? In one of the films. Straight in the eyeball and then straight in the top of the hand. That was
so maybe
evil.
that's what I need to beat Chris next time.
What, a little pen?
Yeah.
I thought you meant talent.
Oh.
Hey. Speed.
I definitely need to train harder, don't I?
Had him. Yeah, you need to, mate. You need to get up earlier than 11 o'clock.
Well, I think if you just started at the same time as him, you would have won, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but
that's the next one.
That's not fair, though, is it?
Why is it not fair?
Well,
that's how all races start, isn't it?
Doesn't matter.
Everyone starts at the same line.
Exactly. It's not fair when I go up against people at parkrun. Those 13-year-olds that beat me. They should start further back.
I must admit, when I gave him a minute and 5 head start, he was just this little dot in the distance. I thought, I've got no chance.
You were regretting it more and more.
I was like, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then he went out of sight. But
no.
to give him, it's fair to him, he didn't look round once.
Well, why would he?
But
normally when you're being chased, you kind of look round to see where they are.
He's going to throw you off your form, isn't
No,
he?
I always run
professional.
and
He knows
hide
what he's
when I'm
doing.
being chased. Always hide. That's what I was always taught: run and hide, and call the authorities, and just don't ever be found. Just But
what I found was really weird is when I was running along behind him, every so often I would slip on a banana. It was just really weird. It was like these bananas were just appearing, and then one time this red turtle hit me and knocked me out.
Where are these poor puddles of oil coming from?
And then another time I went really small.
It was a cold day though.
Yeah.
Hey, got him. Anyway, see, look, Kevin enjoyed my snap of my cracker, even if you guys didn't. And look, we could do the click of the pen as well. Look. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pen Clicking with Ben.
Oh, look, we see the true pen coming out now.
Hello, everyone. Anyway, so yeah, let's get on to this joke. I've got the joke here. Hang on.
Goodbye, Mark. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you stopping by.
See you, Mark.
If you have not checked out Mark's content, I'm sure you all have. Please
Bye,
do.
Mark.
And with all the others in the chat, please dive into their channels.
Sorry, was that icon that he's bored?
No, he has to
joking.
snooze. He's
I know
in
he has to
Finland.
snooze.
Don't be silly, you. Of course, it's just because he's tired.
Can't sit around for another one of his stories.
Oh my god, they were like 1952.
Everything was in sepia.
Everything was in, black and white.
This joke doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's just the way I'm reading it. It might need your touch on this one, Dan. It says, this is the joke.
Okay. Do you want to send it to me? Do you want to text me it?
All right,
So
I'll send it to you and see if you can fathom it out. And see if it's I'll send it to you, and then you can see if you think it's funny or not, or if you just look at it and go, "What is that?" Because I might have to get another cracker out because that is just awful. I mean, for a cracker joke, that's particularly bad. Right, there you go.
Three men walk into a bar. Oh no, can't read that one. Hey, here we go. Oh, that's not very good, is it?
It doesn't make. Is it funny? It's not, is it? It's rubbish.
What does an angry kangaroo do? And the punchline is...
I think Chris should answer this one. He might. But...
Are we allowed to? I mean, we've just suggested that he must know about kangaroo jokes there.
Well, you know.
That's racist, mate. Those
racist. How many kangaroos have you seen in England?
Chris in the chat. All pressure on you. What does an angry kangaroo do?
Calm, Mr. Furlong. Give us a goods. It's terrible, isn't it? Shall I get another one out of the box?
Is it actually...
It's not even a festive joke. It's rubbish.
It says get hopping mad.
Thanks, Don. Yeah, that's a terrible punchline, isn't it? Don, what I'll do as well...
That's a Christmas joke.
Yeah?
Well, where's the Christmas...
Get hopping mad. I don't know. Don, we're going to make this a podcast as well, so if you want to listen back to that, I'll send some links out a couple of days later.
If you have trouble sleeping one night, just put it on.
Yeah, you can listen to Chris's dulcet tones lulling you to sleep with his carol singer stories. Should I get another one out of the box?
I've got a joke.
Go on then.
Do you want a joke?
I'm going to get another one. Go for it.
This is one that I think, Chris, you'll like. What do they sing at a snowman's birthday party?
What do they sing?
At a snowman's birthday party?
Yep.
Snowballs. I'm thinking of balls.
Pardon?
Well, that's
the first
for
one.
you to think about. We're trying to focus on a chat here, but if you wouldn't mind waiting until we all go. The joke punchline is, freeze a jolly good fellow.
Oh,
they are terrible.
Oh, here we go. What do you call a snowman in the summer?
Water.
Oh.
Go on then.
A puddle.
Oh, that's close.
Oh, here's one. This is I would say this could be possibly a Ben Parks joke. Could be a Chris joke here.
Is it a real knee slapper?
Yeah. What do snowmen wear on their heads?
Snow.
We've spoken about it in the chat. No, not snow.
We've spoken about this, have we?
Is it something to do with peaks?
Oh, not peaks, but we're getting closer.
So caps?
Yes. Yeah.
Ice caps. Snow caps.
Yes. Yeah. Ice caps. There we go.
Oh.
Quality. Speaking of caps, let's get this one back on. There we go. Look at that. Fine cap. That's enough of that.
The jokes are really bad though.
They're terrible.
What do snowmen eat for lunch?
Ice Krispies.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. But
no, that's for breakfast.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
Snowflakes.
Here from Craig. So we just got to wait for the punchline now.
After the 40-second delay.
Yeah.
Here's a whistling interlude.
I could always sing carols if you want.
Please don't.
Maybe not. Not after the carol story.
I'll tell you what, I'll pull this cracker while we wait for the punchline for that to come through and we can read it again.
You're going to get in trouble. There's no crackers left at Christmas.
That was
that's a good one.
That's a better one. I love that smell though. That's proper nostalgia smell, isn't it?
The guy that likes the smell of burning.
Oh, I've got another useful one. This is what I said to Katie. Oh, this would be good.
We have the punchline.
Go for it. Start again.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman? Can you smell carrot?
Oh, because of their nose. That's a fail, that one. I think it's all in the delivery, really, with these, isn't it? That's what it is.
Really?
I think
you
ain't.
The traditional Christmas joke is a terrible joke, isn't it? There's some of the worst jokes out there.
Oh.
Look.
This one's okay, and it's kind of festive, so this one's all right. This one is, how does Jack Frost get to work?
On an icicle.
Oh, it's close enough, yeah. On his bicycle. Yeah.
Bicycle?
Bicycle.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
I think whoever you got them from, they were reduced, weren't they? You got them
But
from the reduced.
The thing I got, look, is this. It's a tape measure, so that's handy, isn't it?
Well, it's long enough for you, yeah.
Look.
Don't need to unroll it that far, do you?
For the little man.
Hey, look, that's 25 inches there, chaps. That's not to be sniffed at.
Thanks for the advice.
Anyway,
so what you got?
That's two useful gifts there I've got for my.
So what are you guys doing for Christmas?
Home, family time.
Christmas. Yeah, just.
That's what we can do.
I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? Don't know. Choosing the people that I like the best, I suppose. Spend time with. I might put it out there. I might see how many people, how much money I can get in, and I'll go with those people.
We're doing an ultra. Christmas Day.
You could do like a gift poll, and whoever's giving you the most money, you go to them.
Is anyone doing the double park run New Year's Day? I know the park run's not on, but just a thought.
No, I was thinking about running in a Santa's outfit. I think that'd be a good video to put out.
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, I've got a Santa's outfit. Because we were supposed to be going away at Christmas, just after Christmas, but it got cancelled because of the COVID thing. So we actually bought.
Was that a thing? COVID?
Yeah.
What's
that? Never heard of it. So so I've got a Santa's outfit. So I'm thinking about maybe doing, what do you reckon, a mile time trial in a Santa's outfit?
Yes.
And what's that in kilometres?
Oh, I don't know. I don't work in kilometres because it's a
1.6,
mile.
1.6, yeah.
Because it's a mile. You don't say I'm doing a 1.6 kilometre race.
Oh, Chris is here. Here we are running. Faster, Chris.
Hey,
he's joined the chat.
The actual
How is
one
he
who
feeling?
runs. Yeah.
So Chris, what did you run tonight? Was it a 10? Was that 10k? 10k was it today, or was it?
10k.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Chris, how did you do on your 10k?
What's that? 6 point what?
And what? And what have you got tomorrow? Is it the mile? It's the mile tomorrow, and then he's got Friday off.
That sounds about right to me.
And then he's doing a half marathon, and then he's doing a marathon, isn't he, on the Saturday? Which a marathon on a treadmill. Can you think of anything worse?
Rato's off for a run. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping.
Marathon on a treadmill. The furthest I went on a treadmill, I think it might have been half marathon. It might be further than that. I did a video on it. Videos available in my content.
But
links below.
I was actually chatting with Chris, and I said a marathon on a treadmill, and he pointed out that you did a marathon around your front room, so it can't be any more difficult than that.
Yeah, the only problem I had with the treadmill when I did it at the gym is that it cut off after a certain period of time, so I couldn't like you lose the flow, don't you? I wasn't going to reset it because it does that thing that just slows down to a grinding halt. So I think I can't search my own channel for some reason.
That's called turning it off, isn't it? When it slows down to a grinding halt.
No, Ben, it's not. You're trying to be funny, but basically the way the mechanics work of the treadmill is that you're only going for a certain period of time, and they want you off. So that was it. Race over.
We actually had a treadmill and we put it in our garage, and whoever had wired up the garage hadn't wired in a big enough power lead. So basically the treadmill used to cut off after about half hour.
Were you in a gym?
No, at home. Because the treadmill needs about 240 volts to work.
Right. Well, how did it start up in the first place then? I don't understand that.
It would just, I don't know, it would just heat up the wire. The wire wasn't big enough, so it would just cut it. So it would have some sort of trip switch on it.
Oh, right. Interesting.
So we ended up selling it, but it turned out to be the actual plug socket.
There we go.
So I have a question
taking it
for
easy
you.
As well.
I have a question for you,
What's the
Dan.
time, Chris?
So Dan did a marathon in his front room, running around his couch. Did you have
just up and down?
Did you have carpet or wooden floor?
Carpet.
Did you wear out the carpet?
So, fun fact: about a month before that, I just bought some new carpet for this room. But I actually got I thought I was going to sell it, the home. So I was just going to get it's pretty standard, like hard wearing, almost like office style carpet, but it just did the job. So no, I didn't wear out a space, but it was 10 hours up and down.
And did it wear the carpet out?
No, I don't think so.
It was well broken in.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Is it carbon plated?
As well, that area's got a mat over it. So now there's a rug. So now there's a rug back over it. So I don't really see that part of the floor anymore. But it was good. It was good fun to do, and it was a bit mad, I suppose. But it raised some good money. So
that's all that matters, mate. That's all that matters. Would you ever consider doing an ultra?
What does that involve? Going up and down the stairs?
Yeah, you could do that.
You could go up down the stairs,
vertical.
Climb on your bed.
They do it, don't they? They do it as a challenge, a lockdown challenge. Ben Nevis, Everest climb. You just had to do so many floors. It was mad.
Oh, look, Lee's in. Evening, mate. Welcome along.
Did you ever get rid of that £20 cash? Or, sorry, the cash you was trying to...
It's throwaway cash.
The giveaway.
What happened there with the cash?
Who enters giveaways and then not listens out for the results of the giveaway?
Did I see on Lee's channel he was doing loads of marathons?
Yes.
How many marathons was it?
You can try and do 100.
Or
160
if you work in kilometres.
Ooh.
100 in a year.
Running with Mark. Thanks for the sub. Cheers, mate. Live sub. But 100 for the year. That's what he's doing.
Or is that a no? What's the no?
What's no? Who said no?
He answered no. He still hasn't been in touch.
Oh, for the cash. For the cash.
Oh, for the cash.
That was.
So you win the cash and then you don't. So 100 marathons in a year. Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm still yet to run over 15 miles. I need to pull my finger out, don't I?
Yeah, you do. You just need to just go for one, mate. Just even if it's not a real one, innit? Just push yourself to that distance.
Yeah, if I could up my mileage and just do that one, then maybe a 20 mile or something. Maybe I'll do that this weekend.
I love 20 miles. My favourite distance. Absolutely.
See you, Chris.
Oh, there he is. Off he goes.
Chris is gone.
Like a shadow. Just disappears out of our lives. Hi, Chris. But yeah, no, I think you should, mate. I definitely think you could be able to handle it. You'd surprise yourself. I think you'd enjoy it a lot more than you think you will.
I don't know about enjoy it, but...
You will, mate. If you take enough snacks and stuff with you, you'd love it.
Little picnic, picnic halfway round.
You also need to do a very slow first marathon, so you can do that look at my improvement video.
Oh, but by one YouTuber.
Yes, if you just run a marathon just before New Year,
like 4 hours.
Do like 5 hours or something like that, and then run the marathon in about 2 or 3 weeks later, or whatever. And then just put a thanks to this training plan, thatrunningguy.com. I managed to improve marathon time by half, and just do that.
That's a bit of a win-win, isn't it?
Yeah, get 1 million views on it. Make sure you've got GoPro in your hand, of course, and put that in the title. And jobs are good. You might sell a few more hats.
I might sell some hats. Yeah.
You might. Look, Kevin's got the right idea. Just say it's a marathon and it's 26.2 kilometres. Done.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, of course, I'm doing 13.1 kilometres, half marathon on Friday.
Yeah, easy. Just go
You
out.
watch the fun.
Just
Watch
like
the response on social media when I upload that one. 13.1
because-
kilometre half marathon.
You're an
Because
idiot.
Because it's a bit like on the shoe review, we were just discussing that I should upload a video that 103.1 miles in my shoe review, rather than the typical, 100
Around
miles.
100.
So, or the celebrating your subscriber count, a random number.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm about to do my 1,000 subscriber special, actually.
What now?
N-
Live.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to the 1,000 subscriber special. Really appreciate you being here. The support's been absolutely amazing, and I just want to say now today that I'm going to be running 1,000 meters. That is 1 kilometer. In response to receiving. It's not a time trial. I will probably actually walk it. I'm just going to use my work shoes, formal shoes, and
Slippers,
just to
carbon-plated.
give back to community. Please don't unsubscribe, because that would put me at 999, and that would be devastating. Cheers. If you just click that and send it to me, I can upload it tomorrow. It'll be so much quicker.
Easy,
than me
mate.
trying to
It's
film
done.
on a
It's
GoPro.
done.
Oh,
Hold on.
You just better hope you don't
Hi,
get
guys.
to it.
Live Insta.
You just got to hope you don't get to 100,000, because that's. Dan, why didn't you just show everyone that you didn't show in the video what actually a wind slayer is?
Oh yeah. If you watch my video, and if you haven't, it's on my channel now. Link in the description box below. This here is the Wind Slayer.
Because you did the video but didn't actually show what the wind slayer was. So this sits over the
know.
GoPro and cuts out wind noise.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, since filming that video, I've forgotten to put it on my GoPro
Every time.
Hey, keep your GoPro warm as well.
So actually, I've just got an affair today, so I can't send that back after my review, which is a bit of a shame.
Oh.
Could get a refund on that. But yeah, you put the little GoPro into
Live
its sleeve. I
demonstration.
don't even know how to do it. Look. Just sort of shove it in there.
You've got these videos you're making live, Dan, on the fly tonight.
I know.
Again, if you could just crop these, and if you could upload them for me, it would save me a job. I mean, that is backwards, but basically it goes in there, and just like normal. And if you've got a mount, you can put it into its housing unit, and then
Cuts out the wind noise.
Yeah,
Certainly does.
apparently.
I've got one here
I
as
don't
well.
know.
Look, have we all got one? Have you got yours, Chris? Where's yours? It's yours knocking about. Look, I've got mine right next to me as well.
There we go.
Yeah, but we've all got one. That could be the thumbnail, couldn't it? We're all holding
So-
we could get sponsorship here, Windslayer.
So,
That's a good gift. That's a good stocking filler. If you've got a YouTuber or someone that has a GoPro,
£5. £5 delivered on eBay. It's called a wind slayer. But you just have to buy.
from that
Or-
running guy on eBay.
Or get yourself the little cover that goes over the lens, £2 or £3 that protects the lens.
I've
And you
lost
said-
so many of those.
See
Why
that?
do you need that, mate?
Because it protects the lens from being cracked.
It's heavy duty anyway, isn't it? It's meant to be roughed and knocked about a little bit, isn't it?
Well, some of the
Can't
old
you take them off? Can't you replace the 7 lenses?
You can from the 7 onwards. The early ones you couldn't.
you
they
can't
were
do
fi-
it.
they were
On,
fixed.
you can't do it on the 8.
You can do it on the 7. You couldn't do it on the 6.
So why did they take it
We've
out for
got
the
a
8?
great little comment from Chris here in
Go on
the
then.
chat. Here's a challenge. We all record a video on 31st December and schedule it to go live in 5 years' time.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be interesting to watch back, wouldn't it?
So is it a bit like, I don't know if you guys did when
Like
you
a
were
time
younger?
capsule.
Yeah, we had to dig that time capsule. Has anyone ever done that as a kid?
What, for the millennium?
No, yeah, I think years ago, I dug a time capsule in the garden and ended up digging up a week later.
What? What a waste of time.
I have another story.
Yeah.
Millennium Eve,
Yeah.
I was at Jerry Halliwell's house.
You weren't. Well,
Yes,
what,
I
this,
was.
What? Oh,
Millennium.
Millennium Eve. What?
2000.
Why were you at her house?
I was with a girlfriend at the time where her brother was going out with Jerry's best friend. So we got invited and I met, obviously, Jerry Halliwell. I dirty danced with her on the stairs.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I met Martin Kemp, George Michael, Des O'Connor, Jordan, Dan, what's his name? Dan.
Me?
No, the singer. I can't remember what his name is.
Dan.
Dan. He was in Another
Isn't
Level.
he?
He was in what?
He was in a band called Another Level.
Another Level. Yeah, that's
Dan's. I can't remember his name.
Hang on.
no, it's not. It's not Dan. It's
Um,
Dwayne. Dwayne.
No, it was Dan. It was
Darren. Darren.
I don't know what his name was. Also, Rich D. Grant. But yeah, that was a good night. All the press were there as well as we went in.
Oh, it's Dane Bowers.
Dane Bowers.
That's the one. Yeah, yes, Dane Bowers.
He did a song with Victoria Beckham.
He did. Yeah.
That was
One Hit
quite-
Wonder, wasn't it?
That was quite a good song actually.
Yeah, it was all the video was kind of black and green neon, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
sort of like when Matrix
Is it
came out,
called,
it was around that time, wasn't it?
Out of My Mind.
That's it. I'll play a bit now,
There you go.
but probably not a good
Yeah,
idea.
you're probably going to get your second strike then, because you only get 3
Ricky B.
strikes and you're out.
Could you imagine the soundtracks? I feel like we had Bee Gees, Out of My Mind, Dane Bowers.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an eclectic mix of music going on this live stream.
Yes, so that one just come to in my mind.
Oh, brilliant! That's good, mate.
That was another story, yeah. So that was quite a good one. But everyone ended up nicking all the pictures out the loo. I never
Why were
did.
there pictures in the loo? How many were in there?
I don't know.
What, pictures of alcohol?
No, all the pictures of celebrities that she was with. People just swiped them. But,
So
it's like
selling
people,
them to newspapers, isn't it?
it's like they nick toilet roll, they nick. Anyone goes to Buckingham Palace, nick stuff, don't they? Like the
Yeah, but
toilet
aren't they
roll.
her friends?
Hang on a minute. That dog picture you showed earlier, you got that from Jerry Halliwell's toilet at that party. That weren't your dog at all.
Damn it!
He's been rumbled. He's rumbled himself.
Yeah, no. Jerry Halliwell was small though. She was under 5 foot, I reckon.
That's why she had the platform boots, wasn't it? That's why she had those. Famous...
She was about two steps up while I was Dirty Dancing with her. It was back then when I had the moves. But my moves just involved hip thrusting. That was it.
That's not a move.
I used to
That's
just
a sexual assault, is what you did.
What I used to do as a single guy, I used to go around the dance floor just hip thrusting people until someone thought, that's for me.
And where is this video? So this tutorial video?
What
Is
on
that
hip
out?
thrust? On hip thrusting?
Yeah. Yes. Could you maybe do a bit now?
I can't at my age. I might put myself out or do myself a mischief.
Hip hop.
You know what I mean?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So
What's funny? What's funniest running stories? Oh, yeah. Go on then. What's your funniest running story?
It's good. That chaser race, isn't it, for you, Chris?
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
That was a laugh.
funniest.
That
Not
was
embarrassing.
soul
that was,
destroying.
mate.
I'm trying to think of a funny story that I can remember of. I don't think. Well, I've only been running since I was 42, so I haven't really got that many funny stories. I haven't followed through anything on a run or needed to go to the loo. Because obviously a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any blunders either, to be honest. I've fallen over a couple of times, but I mean that's just it's nothing. It's not really stand out.
Remember back in the day when I used to do cross countries when I was a young whippersnapper. They're watching my dad was finishing a race and there's someone run past with his tool hanging out.
No.
My mum pointed it out for some reason. Don't know why. And he was wearing them, really offensive. What are they? Are they 3-inch shorts?
Yeah.
Well, where's everyone's view on the 3-inch shorts?
Mad.
They are horrendous, aren't they?
Yeah. Didn't the
oh my-
running
oh,
channel do a video
think-
that was it about that, interviewing people what they thought
Yeah,
about?
yeah, and it was a guy because he's a newsreader, isn't he? The one with the kind of manicured eyebrows and stuff, the one with the dark hair. I think he's a newsreader because I've seen him on the news, and he's got quite
You
big
might have,
legs.
yeah, if he's a newsreader, that's where you might have seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got reasonably big legs, but he had the shortest shorts, and didn't he? And people were like thinking, like, how offensive is he?
Yeah. I couldn't wear them myself. What underwear would you wear?
They got
Thong?
inbuilt shorts. They got inbuilt shorts in. They have the because years ago people used to wear jock straps.
Yeah. You still do, don't you?
No, I wear long johns.
Nice.
It's either that or the mankini.
There's nothing wrong with long johns, mate, in the winter. I'm telling you. Keep you toasty when you're out there in the elements.
Right, I have another question. So people wear the leggings. So you're wearing the leggings that your Under Armour or your Nike. Do you wear shorts over the top?
Yes. I
I do. I can't understand how people don't wear shorts. you think
I've
it's
got
just,
a good story. I've got a great story. Just reminded me of myself
have
of
you
it.
just finished? Have you got them?
Is it about tights?
Yes, that's reminded me. So I went 2 years ago. I went to Paynes Hill Park for Princess Alice Hospice Santa race. So we all turned up there with our, you get the real thin fabric Santa top, and a few guys turned up there like it was a park run, ready to go, and this one quite large chap, large in terms of weight, I would say, turned up, bright neon leggings, and you could see everything. And he was lunging. I thought this is a charity event. He's throwing himself about, and he just had bright neon leggings. And I just thought, I can see the whole lot, especially sort of like kids race. Actually, thinking about it, I should have reported him. But yeah, I like you. The other night, I put my running tights on.
Yeah.
Went to bedroom, and I just sort of asked that question before I go out. Can you see everything? Yes. Right. I'll put some shorts on then. Don't think I can get away with it. I just never felt confident enough.
So have you guys seen the story from
from Lee? Yeah, I was reading it as Dan was saying his. That's brilliant. That's reminded me of one as well. Actually,
so he got to the mountain line for his bike, but he didn't actually have his bike.
That's 10 out of 10. That is. But mine's very similar to that. It wasn't a triathlon. This is what sprung it to my mind. So I was at it was a biathlon. So it was just the run and the bike, and it was at Thruxton Racecourse. And so the first event was, we started off on the bike, and then we went to the running afterwards, and it was like. So we've done the bike bit, and then as I was coming into the transition, so you have to like dismount and then run in to the transition, and I could see my family in the distance, like, oh yeah, come on, here comes Ben, and Granddad's there with the camera out, filming it and all sorts, yeah. So I was like, oh, here comes Ben, and then stacked it. Hit my foot, went through the wheel, just went over in a big pile, and they were like, here's Ben, oh.
And was that it? Was the race over?
In a big pile. No, I still got up, finished it off, mate, didn't I? I don't give up. You saw that 50k video, shrug it off, just get on with it, innit?
Just dragging yourself around with Dan dragging your arm.
Hey, he got me there. The stretcher, he carried me on himself. I was on his back. He put me in his bag. It was like a little papoose over his shoulder and carried me.
Do you want to see a picture of me before my Hampton Court Marathon? Half marathon, in fact. 26k, half marathon. And
is it bright yellow leggings?
No, it's not that. I just wanted to show you first of all how happy I am. Okay, check this out. Look at this little guy. Super happy, right? Really pleased. About to kickstart my race. Fastest half marathon time. Look at this guy. He's clearly been asked all day for photos.
Mm.
So together.
He looks quite famous. He looks like someone well known.
It was Henry VIII, yeah. No. Before he died.
Chris, you must have met him.
Yeah, I've met Henry a few times. I used to date one of his wives.
Yeah.
And also, can I show you something else? This is the finish line photo, and I hope you can see that. I'm holding my old iPhone. That's what all my videos were recorded on. My old videos were done on my iPhone.
So no stabilisation at all?
No, and I got my fastest PB. I should have done that. Fast PB iPhone SE.
Living the dream.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
I think you should. Next video you do, mate, you need to be doing it on your phone like that.
My phone's too good now.
That's why you were doing it. You were going for that real guerrilla film style, weren't you? Underground.
I think that was all that was available back then. It was either that or carrying around a massive camera.
One you had to load a VHS in the side.
On iPhone as well, actually.
I think it's probably a smart way to do it, really, to be fair. At least you didn't have to carry around an extra load of clobber with you.
No, just I had my phone in my shorts all. That's what I kept telling people.
To be honest, it's not too bad actually carrying around a GoPro when you're running. So I use this. So this is my GoPro actually mounts to here, and it's just a strap, and you just put that in your hand.
Wrap it around your wrist.
That's cool.
And then I just carry the GoPro. So I hold it backwards, and I just hold the GoPro like that.
I expect you could strap that to many things, couldn't you?
You could, yes.
That's handy. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, actually, it probably wouldn't work for you because the Velcro doesn't go that small. But yeah, that's what you use. So basically, you just attach it to your hand, and then you can do the filming, turn it round if you want, to flip it on the outside, and then you're not going to drop it.
So people just think you're constantly looking at your hand.
Yeah, because the problem is that when you're using the little ones, like the little gorilla ones, you can hold these. But this is what I use when I go on a kind of long run and kind of put it on the ground. But you could drop that. That's the problem when your hands are sweaty, and you're having to hold it, where the other one just slips over your hand.
I don't go fast enough to get sweat on.
I used to film all my videos like that anyway. Looking down, all film like that.
That's a good angle for you though, Dan. That's a strong angle.
I think it's because I have my phone. It's difficult, isn't it, to be like phone in your face at the time because they say
so
I've got to hold it down.
I suppose it all depends how sunny it is and how much glare's coming off your head.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, this was at a time when I had marginally more hair. Yeah, well, no, that's why I wear my Tailwind hat. Tailwind Nutrition, available at your local Tailwind superstore.
All right, I think what people need to do, they need to go on to. Is it Ben? Is it on your Twitter? Did you done the thing about the Tailwind? I've retweeted it. So everyone on this feed, if they can go into your Twitter, which is at Bender Runs, is it?
Yep.
And retweet that tweet. Let's see if we can get Dan signed up.
Yeah, we need to get as an ambassador for Tailwind.
Here's Lee's photo of him with that bike.
Oh no. Good effort though. At least you carried on. At least you didn't give up. And what did they say then? Did you have the bike, Lee?
No, he didn't have the bike. No.
Didn't have the bike at all. You turned up to the event without the bike.
No, he's got the bike. So basically, he's gone for a swim.
Yes, I get that.
He's all dizzy. He's come out, and rather than going to get the bike,
he's
put his cap on, bike cap, and then forgot his bike.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's run out without the bike.
Brilliant.
So someone's tapped him and said, "Look, mate, you've
brilliant.
You forgot your bike, mate." So did he?
Hi, Eva.
So did he actually finish the event though?
Yeah. Did you go back and get? What did you get in the end, Lee?
Or are you disqualified if you go past the line and you haven't got your bike? Is there a disqualification, or is there a time penalty? Because you have to do transitions, don't you, within boxes?
Yeah, but you'd be able to go back in and get the bike. They're not going to be that harsh, are they?
Presumably, he'd run it slower anyway than a bike, so that's his penalty.
Yeah, the bike section, I ran it.
I think it'd be interesting when I wear my Tempo Next percents in a race to see if I get disqualified, because they're illegal.
No, they're not. The Alpha Flies are.
No, the Alpha Flies are not, because the stack height's based on a sample size, and the sample size of the Alpha Flies is 40 millimeters.
I thought they were 44 or something.
No, they're 40, but the sample size on the Next percent, the Tempo Next percent, is 42.
No,
so they're actually illegal. But then as they get bigger, the size gets bigger. So the Alpha Flies are 50 millimeter drop, and mine are 46. But it's all to do on the sample size.
I don't believe you.
No, it's true. Take it from its way. The measurements are done on the sample size, so the Alpha Fly is lower than the Tempo Next percent.
See that Lee he finished 18th in that race.
See, that's not bad, is it? I'll take that. Out of how many? It wasn't 18, was it?
Hey, where did we finish in our ultra? Didn't we get were we top 20 with our time?
Yeah, we were 18th and 19th.
Out of how many people?
I think it was there was 40 that did it. It was about 40 odd that did it all in one go.
Yeah.
Less than a day. So I mean, they might have spaced it out a little bit, and then I think it was close to 80. Was it 70?
I thought it was near to 100.
Okay, I think
that's what I told everybody anyway.
I probably lost count, to be fair, because I was trying to scroll up and be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I just lost patience with it. After I'd done it about the 50th time, I got bored. Took him out the line. He said, "Yeah." So you just went back and got the. That's fine. That's brilliant. I can't believe that though, because you must have seen it when you put your helmet on, surely.
No, but he was dizzy. He was a bit confused, wasn't he? So he just forgot about it, and then just went out and.
But the bike's bigger than the helmet. Confused. It sounds too good to be true.
Or you could be really confused and go for a swim with your helmet on.
That would save time in transition, wouldn't it?
It might slow you down a bit though. No, but I suppose your head's not under them.
Yeah, of course it is. If
Should
you're
we do
swimming
that in
properly, it'd be
2021? Should we do a triathlon?
Oh, we could what? We could do a relay. Chris did a relay, didn't he? If Chris is still about.
Do you know you're not allowed to film a triathlon?
Yeah, he said about that in his video. That's
You're
a
not
bit
allowed
annoying, isn't
to.
it?
You're not allowed to take your GoPro. It's all against regulations.
Can't you do?
Why?
I don't know. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to use a GoPro.
What about if you rocked up and went, look,
Are
do
you
you know
in
who
the
I
front?
am? I'm the running guy. Come on.
I don't think it's going to make any difference.
Come on, look, I
What
am
are they
the
going to
running
do?
guy.
When are they going to realise that you've got your GoPro on you?
When you're carrying it or it's on your head.
Yeah, but you're like this, just looking at myself, just pretend there's a little mirror, checking myself in the mirror. And then you just like James Bond style press it, GoPro.
Yeah, I suppose you could have it on your bike and just flip it up and no one would probably notice. But I imagine they check your bikes before you go anyway.
Go gadget GoPro. Springs out of your sleeve.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, let's have a look here. We've been for an hour and 41 minutes. That's quite an epic stream. I think we should
Yeah,
probably
we're,
wrap up now, gents. Probably
Yeah.
time for bed. It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Hang on, are we live? Did we go live? Oh, God, I thought
no.
oh dear, I thought it was a warm up. One sec. Hold on.
It does feel like a little chat, doesn't it?
It does. We've had a great time.
Loosely running related at the start.
Hey, it's been sports related. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. We've had it all, bits of everything tonight. Some comedy, some running, light running
Yeah.
elements.
Just a little.
But
We've
yeah,
had some stories.
a few.
We've had some photos.
I might have to clip them together. And
Can I also just show this, by the way?
What's this?
What a hero. Little message to Hoka,
Oh,
tagging me as their next model. Look at that.
fantastic.
That's gold, isn't it?
That's good. Good
That is
support.
gold.
I like that. Everyone
The
needs to
community
retweet that.
is.
I'm going to go. In
is
fact,
superb.
I'm going to do it now before I forget. But yeah.
Well,
Pessimistic runner.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Uh,
Christmas.
I
Merry
think it's time
Christmas
to wrap up because you guys are on your phones already now, aren't you?
I'm
We're-
retweeting Dan's thing.
Let's just do this all on our phones where everyone's online. Isn't that called life?
Wait. Where is it? I've got to find it.
So everyone's got to go on Bender Runs at Bender Runs, retweet the tweet, and that's which company was it? It was
Tailwind.
Tailwind.
Yeah.
So we need to get Dan as the ambassador.
Yeah, I reckon
Yeah,
we could
I
do
can
it.
get you some discount codes and some freebies. I want to give back to community, genuinely though. I do love the stuff, but I do also want to give back. That's kind of my intention, that I can just give some away. It's kind of why I want it.
Everyone's a winner then.
Well, yeah, I think it'd be good fun.
Yeah. Dan can give you wind.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the Merry Christmases. Thank
That's
you,
it, everyone.
Thank you, Laura.
Appreciate
Yeah, you
you
can
all
speak to us
dropping in.
before, Laura. You can drop us a message. You want to have a chat before. Join in with the fun of festivities.
Yeah. You know where we are. Right.
Hey, and Ben got himself a subscriber. Is that right?
I certainly did.
I-
Running
I-
with Mark.
I probably lost some.
I would imagine so. If this hasn't done it, nothing will.
Let's have a look. I know what was on before. Oh, I've gained 2 subscribers since I've been online.
Yay! We've all won. Woo!
I've gained one.
See,
So,
look, our hard work has paid off.
I haven't had any more comments saying that I should work in kilometres rather than miles.
Don't worry. Everyone will be
So-
spamming that. Go over to his channel now and spam that. Right. Anyway, that's it for now. Let's wrap it up.
Well, I've enjoyed that, lads.
Me too. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Good to see you
Have
all.
have a wonderful Christmas at this weird time.
Yep. And stay safe, everyone.
Hope you get what you want.
Yep.
Hope you
and,
bought
feel
your
free to tag us in your running photos over the Christmas period.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Look at that face.